Double stick stuff. Gotta watch it.
Welcome to Action Hound Media, the site and channel all about action. Life's boring, get some more action into your life. Today we are doing more double stick. Yes, you cannot ever get enough of double stick. Some basics about double stick. Well, basically it means you have two sticks. One stick in either hand. There's also different stances when you have the double stick. I'm a lefty, so I'm gonna keep my power hand in the rear. In a regular stick fight with a single stick, I would be leading with my left, but with double stick, I'm gonna keep my stronger hand in the back, all right? So this is basically an open stance. So if I'm confronting somebody in a stick fight, double stick, I'll be standing in an open stance with my right foot forward like this, getting ready to roll, right? The great thing about double stick is you could use a single stick, your single right stick, or your single left stick. From this stance, I could just do my figure eight, so my lead hand is in a target, and with my lead hand, I could do attacks, right? So, you know, you got your right to do attacks, and then if your right hand gets tired, then you could use your other hand to fight with, right? One advantage of having double stick is that you could use one stick at a time and strike or whatever, right? And then when your hand gets tired, then you switch to the other hand and then do your striking, all right? From previous videos, we did the 4 count and we did the 6 count. So as a review, the 4 count was basically 1, 2, 3, 4, all right? 4 count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then the 6 count was follow through, hit, and come back. Follow through, hit, and come back. The 6 count is also known as the Sinawali. So you might hear that term thrown around. It basically means the 6 count. Here we are in our stance. I'm in an open stance, meaning like both my hand, I'm open. One hand is, my right hand is leading and my left hand is in the rear. Now, if I'm in this stance, and because of the concept of defanging the snake, you don't want to keep your lead hand still like this unless you're actually baiting them for a target. But so you're going to be moving this hand, right? And then you could switch. If this side gets tired, you're going to keep your lead stick moving like this. And then if you want to keep them both moving, you could do the 4 count vertical, right? Or the 4 count or the 6 count vertical, so that your hands are not a target, right? So here we are like this. And then if one gets tired, you keep one hand back, you attack with this one. This hand gets tired. This guy keeps getting in the way, by the way. Then you attack with this hand, all right? Okay, more about stances. Like I said, this was an open chamber. You could also have a closed chamber. This is a more popular style of stance. This is a closed chamber, meaning one hand is closed and the other hand's on top. So I have my right foot forward. I'm in a closed chamber, and then you could attack from here. So it's gonna be follow through, hit and come back. Follow through, hit and come back, right? And then you could also be in a closed chamber on the other side with your left leading, all right? So follow through, hit and come back. Follow through, hit and come back. So that's the Sinawali, all right? So that's basically one type of chambering, the closed chamber. The other one was the open chamber. And then you also have the double closed chamber. Actually, I like the double closed chamber because when you're in this stance, people don't think you're gonna attack. You look like, you know, you can't really attack from here, but you can, see? You just have to open up your elbow and then the stick is out. So, you know, you could attack, you could attack, you could attack, you could attack. All right, so that's the double closed chamber. Those are like some basic stances. We'll go back to the twirling, right? So from the twirling, we just have your regular 4 count, then we go to a 6 count, right? But you could also do upward 4 count, and then upward 6 count, just like that, all right? And then if you want to switch, then you got to go downward 4 count, downward 6 count. And if you want to switch, you just go back up. So those are kind of like the transitions from up and down. So I'm going up, upward 6 count. I could go to the 4 count, then I stop, and then I could go back to the downward 4 count or the downward 6 count. So those are some transitions from the upward and downward type of striking or twirling. Also, you could be twirling with the single stick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was a little twirling. Now you could also do a double twirl. So one hand would be like this. So you got the double twirl like this. And then this would be the single twirl, right? Then you could add the double twirl. And then you could do the alternating, but you could start it off like one going up, one going up, one going down, one going down, and then down, up, up, down, and then alternating. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Another variation is the umbrella 6 count. So if we're in a closed chamber, you follow through, come around the head, strike, right? With the last one. So it's follow through, come around the head, strike, follow through, come around the head, strike. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's the umbrella 6 count. They say the umbrella is good for like somebody attacking you with a whip or a chain. You block like this, and then you can strike. But the other good thing about the umbrella 6 count is when you strike with one hand and you strike with the other hand, and the third strike, you can generate a lot of power by whipping it around your head. So like hit, and this one comes with a lot of power because you just whipping it around your head. You know, if you go with the momentum, it's a powerful stroke. So that third strike is very powerful in the umbrella 6 count. And then there's also variations of the 6 count, right? So you could do double twirl, double twirl, double twirl, double twirl, double twirl, double twirl. All right, that's a 6 count double twirl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so that's a double twirl. Or you could strike and wittick, strike and wittick, strike and wittick. So strike and wittick, strike and wittick, strike and wittick. All right, so that's the 6 count with a wittick. That gives you a little bit more about the double twirls and all the different variations with the double stick. In the street, having 2 sticks, double sticks, is a little less comfortable because if you don't train enough, having 2 sticks is a little awkward, and if you're not used to it. I like to have a live hand for disarms and just to trap people and whatnot. So some people prefer to use the single stick in any kind of combat. Some people are comfortable with the double stick. But remember, the double stick is very, very good for crowd control situations. I don't know if you'll ever encounter such a situation, but I've had some encounters in multiple attacker situations. One time, this kid was crossing the street and a bunch of other kids were coming at him in another direction, and then they all started just beating him up in the middle of the street. I was 3 cars away. By the time I got out of my car, it was all like broken up, and that was the end of it. But if worse got to worse and I had to engage, I'd have 2 sticks, and they're really good to get in a crowd control situation. Another time, same thing. It was nighttime. Kid was getting beat up by a bunch of kids. And one guy had a chain. I was a teenager myself, and I got out of the car with my friend that tried to fight these guys. I think it would have been a different story, though, if I was trained in Eskrima and I had 2 sticks, because that would have just ended things really quick. So that's all I can tell you about the double stick for now. Action Hounds Unite. Peace.